Hyperledger Composer allows you to quickly build and test business blockchain applications. In this video, I'll show you how to set up your computer with the tools you need to develop applications using Hyperledger Composer. Here's what you'll see. Install Node.js using Node Version Manager or NVM. Install the composer-cli or command line interface. Installation instructions for VSCode, including the extension for Hyperledger Composer. And run a build and test using NPM. When you finish the setup in this video, you'll be ready to build and test your blockchain networks. This video accompanies part 2 of my Hyperledger Composer Basics Tutorial Series, which you can find only at IBM Developer. You'll find a link to the series in the video description. Let's get started. Installing Hyperledger Composer locally involves installing a few prerequisites first. Make sure to check out the prerequisites page for your platform. One of those prerequisites is Node Version Manager or NVM. It makes installing and managing Node and NPM super easy. Check out the CreationX GitHub repo at creationx/NVM. Scroll down until you see the installation section. Under Install Script, you should see a curl command used to execute the installation script. The NVM version number is encoded in the path to the script. Make a note of it because you'll need it to check the installation. Copy the curl command and paste it into your terminal window and press enter. When the script finishes the installation, restart the terminal window to pull in the changes to your bash profile, then verify the installation. Make sure the version number matches the one you noted earlier. Finally, you're ready to install Node.js. At the time I record this, there's an issue with composer-cli and Node 10, so I recommend you use Node 8 until this issue is resolved. If you see this error while trying to build with Node 10, then tell NVM to use Node 8 and it should build just fine. From the terminal window, type NVM install V8 and press enter. When it finishes, type Node-V and press enter to verify that you're using the latest version 8 of Node, which at this time is 8.12.0. Also verify that Node Package Manager or NPM is installed as well. Since the CLI uses Node.js, these instructions work for both Linux and Mac OS. Open a command line on Linux or terminal window on Mac OS and enter this command, npm install-g composer-cli. This installs the composer-cli globally, so it's available for all your Node.js projects. When the installation is complete, verify that Composer is installed, composer-v. When you see version 0.20 or higher, you're good to go. VSCode is an open source editor for Microsoft. The code is freely available from Microsoft's VSCode GitHub repo. It's a pretty decent editor, and with Hyperledger Composer extension installed, it supports syntax highlighting and smooth Git integration for your Composer projects. The VSCode website has detailed setup instructions for Linux and Mac OS. To take full advantage of the syntax highlighting feature, you'll want to install the Hyperledger Composer extension. With VS Code open, click on the extensions icon. In the search field, type Hyperledger, and you'll see the Hyperledger Composer extension. Click Install to install it. When the installation is finished, click the Restart link to activate the extension. First, open a terminal window and create a directory on your computer where you want to work with the tutorial code. My directory is called Hyperledger Composer. Next, I'll export that path to an environment variable called composer_root. Now get the code from GitHub. Navigate to the IBM-developer/hyperledger/composer/basics/perishable-network directory. To build the code, run the npm install script. The first time you run it, npm has to fetch all the packages listed as dependencies in package.json, so it may take a few minutes. Once that's done, npm will build the perishable business network archive, or BNA file. Unit test the code by running npm test. The perishable network comes stock with Mocha tests. When you see all of the Mocha tests pass, you know the code is working. And there you have it, how to install the tools you need to do Hyperledger Composer development and unit testing. Be sure to check out my Hyperledger Composer Basics Tutorial Series, which you can find only at IBM Developer. You'll find a link to the series in the video description. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Steve Perry. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.